Hello and welcome to ZenGot's Fast Track Orientation. My name is Lolly DeYoung and I'm ZenGot's Chief Experience Officer. My purpose over the next 25 minutes or so is to help set you up for success as a Zen giver. Please make sure that you stay tuned right until the end and you receive a pop-up saying that you've completed the orientation. I'm going to cover 4 areas today. I'm going to talk about ZenGot's brand, values, and culture. I'll explain our business model and the value that we bring to you as a Zen giver. I'll describe your role as a Zen giver. And ultimately, our goal is to prepare you to deliver on our brand promise, peace of mind with the gift of time. Well, what is our brand? ZenGot is in the freedom business. And a 2015 Guardian headline stated, "Time, not money, is the 21st century's most precious commodity." So we want to offer freedom to Zen givers to start their own business, but we also offer freedom to our customers who are seeking more time. And you'll hear more about this as we go through this presentation. I'd like to explain a few of the elements in our brand. The first is our name. There's 2 parts to it, Zen for peace of mind, and Got, which we put in all uppercase. It's an acronym for gift of time. We also have our logo, and it represents both a person and a lotus flower. There's 3 elements to it. The green is the head or the administration, the corporate office of ZenGot that provides all the people and processes to support you in your role as a Zen giver. The pink is our Zen givers. That's you, the heart of our organization. And then the purple is our customers, the foundation of all that we do. You'll also notice that our logo is a little bit off kilter, and that's because we like to think of ourselves as unconventional. We also have our mascot. Her name is Zenifer, and she sits in a typical Zen pose that's used in many different cultures and that some people use in yoga or meditation. She's also holding a clock, again, representing our brand promise, peace of mind with the gift of time. But where did ZenGot come from? Well, ZenGot is the brainchild of serial entrepreneur Catherine Goulet. She and her sister Tad Goulet have created successful award-winning businesses. In fact, they've educated over 500,000 people to break into their dream careers and businesses. FabJob.com and IAP Career College are 2 of those businesses that are affiliated with us. There's also a photo here. We have a passionate, multi-generational, and diverse team to support you in being successful. And these are just some of the people that are behind you in your role as a Zen giver. And this is a photo of them. They worked on a project collecting items for homeless shelters recently. But let's hear it from Catherine herself. Why did she start ZenGot?
I'm super happy to tell you how I started ZenGot. So there was 2 main reasons for it. So I'm a busy working mom. I have 2 teenage boys, a special needs daughter, and I work long hours, and I find a lot of times I'd be coming home and I'd find there's so many household chores to do. But like many others, I really enjoy my free time. I really enjoy getting out in this beautiful city of Vancouver that I live in and going and doing activities with friends and family and loved ones. I love kayaking, I love hiking. So I found that I really needed more free time. And I've worked with so many young people over the years with businesses that I've run, and I found that so many people really want the opportunity to run their own business and have the freedom to work the hours they want to work, be able to set their own rate. And I thought, wouldn't it be fantastic if we could set up a platform where we could help people on both sides, individuals who need someone to assist them at their home with their household chores, and others who want to be able to have the freedom to run their own business. And I thought this would be perfect. We could set this up. And that was how the whole idea of ZenGot was conceptualized.
One of the very first things that Catherine did after she conceptualized ZenGot was to define our core values. There's 5 of them: people first, freedom, community, exceptional service, and growth. And we have a statement here for each of them. I'm not going to go through each of these statements, but I'll invite you to go to our website after this presentation is done and go through each of these statements and then ask yourself, how am I going to live out these values as a Zen giver? How can I embody these values when I go out and meet with customers? Let's spend some time talking about our business model. We're a community-based online marketplace that uses a business model that's really similar to Uber or Airbnb. What we do is we match customers with independent service providers. That's you, our Zen givers. You get to run your own business, set your own rates, and choose where and when you work. We offer a suite of services, so you can choose to provide different services. It's totally up to you what you provide. You can have different rates for each of these services if you want, or different areas where you want to deliver these services. I'd like to encourage you to invite people that you know to come and visit ZenGot, sign up as a Zen giver, or acquire some of our services as a customer through our platform. The more people we can get involved, the more success that can mean for all of us, and the more happy customers that we'll have. Well, what are Zen givers? Well, Zen givers come from all walks of life. What they have in common is that they bring heart and experience to their role. They uphold our culture, brand, and reputation. I also think it's important, though, to point out that you're independent contractors, not employees. And as an independent contractor, you'll be responsible for your own business expenses, any government payments such as income tax, GST, CPP, health insurance, workers' compensation if it's required. What is the role of a Zen giver? Well, we're going to go through some of the steps a little bit later, but I wanted to just spend a little bit of time talking about some of these synonyms that we have attached to the name of Zen giver. The first is reliable, and we really see this as our distinguishing factor as a company. We want to be clear on our promises and make sure that we deliver on our promises. We want our Zen givers to be professional, to be punctual, showing up on time, to have the experience, and to provide exceptional service so the customer has a positive experience of ZenGot. Well, what does ZenGot do for Zen givers? Well, there's 4 key areas. The first is our proprietary technology platform. We've spent almost 2 years developing this, and it's got enhanced search engine indexing, upselling capabilities, cross-selling opportunities, and what all of that means is it's going to drive more customers towards you and provide you with more opportunities to provide your services. In addition, we have a comprehensive marketing strategy. We target specific markets, people we know are interested in these services. We use a number of different media channels, both traditional and social media. We're planning to implement a gift card program. And then we also have affiliated business promotions with our affiliate companies, fabjob.com and IAP Career College. And speaking of those 2 organizations, they're also helping us to provide you with learning and development opportunities by giving you a 50% discount. So I encourage you to go out and check those sites out because there's lots of opportunities for you to find out even more about how to be an exceptional Zen giver. In addition, on learning and development, we're doing video modules. We've got a number up on our site right now, and we'll continue to do them as we grow as an organization. And then the 4th area is our strong culture, which we've been talking about so far, and which I hope is getting communicated really clearly to you about how we're unique as an organization. The bottom line in terms of what ZenGot brings to Zen givers is we want to make it as easy as possible for you to have that freedom to run your own business, to deliver the services. Part of what we also offer is this training plan that we're on right now. So screening, you go onto the website, verify your email address, complete vetting, which is a background check. Some of you may have already done that. If you haven't, please, as soon as this orientation is done, go to your profile page and start the vetting process. It can take a little bit of time, and we don't want to see too much of a delay before you get going. This orientation is part of the training plan. And in addition, for our cleaners, we offer video demonstrations and a quiz that they need to complete, as well as a first service customer evaluation. The bottom line is that we want our customers to have a positive experience. And so we provide all of these benefits to our Zen givers and this training plan so that we can offer consistent, reliable service. So I do want to spend some time talking about customer experience and some of the core elements that we see at ZenGot. The first is communication. And it probably goes without saying that you should treat everyone with respect and courtesy, just as you would expect that in return. In addition, please be attentive. For example, if you're in the middle of providing a service, please do not use your device unless it's related to the service or it's an emergency. We want you to uphold the security and privacy of our customers. Please do not talk about our customers with anyone, whether you're using their name or not, or what you saw at their house. It's private, and please make sure that you keep their properties secure as well. We want you to honor our relationship with the customers and book all of the transactions through the platform. So if a customer has come to you through ZenGot, please make sure that you continue that relationship through ZenGot. I talked earlier about all of the things that we're doing to support you in getting customers, and we would like you to honor that by doing those transactions. If you have customers outside of ZenGot that you've already had or that you find through another source, certainly you can do that. But anyone that comes through ZenGot, please make sure you continue to do your bookings through the platform. If you don't, we would take that very seriously and we would need to charge you a finder's fee. In addition, please do all of your communication through the chat function on the platform. What that does is it makes sure that there's no misunderstandings, and it helps to document things for future reference if needed. Another key element around customer experience is around personal presentation. So please come professionally groomed, looking smart, having a great attitude, being really upbeat. We ask you to uphold a smoke-free environment. Please do not smoke on our customers' property or if you're wearing any ZenGot attire, and please behave responsibly. Safety is another really important aspect in all that we do. So it's important that you be prepared, that you take precautions, and that you comply with all regulations. We don't want to see any safety incidents. If you're going to be driving customers as part of the services that you provide, you must be registered through the platform. So if that's something that you'd like to do and you haven't registered, please make sure that you do so. It's really important that we keep safe around driving, especially. In the rare instance that you find yourself in an unsafe situation where people or property or pets or anybody's being threatened or there's any kind of risk, act immediately. Help others to get away from the unsafe situation. Call 911 if you need to. Get everybody to safety. Take all of the steps necessary. In addition, if you're in a service situation and you find yourself feeling really uncomfortable, maybe something's happening that you don't feel is safe, let the customer know or leave and contact us immediately. In any of these types of examples, anything safety related, any risks involved, any type of incident that happens, please communicate with us as soon as it's safe to do so. We want to make sure that these matters get resolved properly, and we want to be able to provide you with any support around any incident that happens. So let's talk about the platform and how it works, both from a customer perspective and from the ZenGiver perspective. ZenGot is a cashless platform. Our customers sign in, provide a credit card that gets securely saved, and they're charged for the service after it's completed. We retain a commission to do all of those things that I talked about earlier. So running the platform, providing support, processing payments, marketing, growing the business. For a first-time customer, you will receive 75% of the fee, and our commission is 25%. And if it's a repeat customer, so the same customer comes to you again, you receive an 80% fee out of the compensation, and we retain a 20% commission. So just to reinforce a couple of these areas again is that you need to be signed up through the platform. You need to complete a profile page. If you have signed up and you haven't gone to your profile page, it's been auto-populated. So please make sure that you go in there and you put the settings how you want it to be for your rate, for your geography, and for your availability. Also, you need to have a photo in there of your face so that people can recognize you when you come. And there's a chance for you to write up a little bit of commentary about what makes you unique and special as a ZenGiver. In order to activate your account, you need to do those things as well as getting all the way through this orientation and waiting for the pop-up, and then completing vetting if you haven't already done so. Once your account's activated, our customers can start requesting your services. If you receive a request, you'll get a notification, and then you have 6 hours within our core hours of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to accept the booking. So please make sure that you either go in and accept it or decline it. Once you've accepted a booking, start communicating using the chat function. That way you can confirm all the details, make sure that you have a shared understanding, and the customer can let you know about any special requirements that they have. I also want to let you know that we have an urgent booking feature on the platform. This is for customers who want same day or next day service. We have a flat fee for that, and if that's something that you'd like to participate in, you can turn on the notifications on your profile, and then you'll receive alerts in the area of the city where you're at. So if you're working, so for example, in West Vancouver, and we get a request in downtown Vancouver, because that's in the area that you're registered in, you would receive that notification even though it may be outside of your geography. So you'll get notified for anything that comes in the area where you're serving. If you happen to be the first Zen giver who can accept that and you're able to meet the time requirements, then you'll be able to have that urgent booking, and you would go through the same process as well, where you would get on chat with the customer and make sure that you have a shared understanding about the expectations. So that's great. You've got your profile set up. You know how it works. You know how it works with the customer. How are you going to get paid? Well, you need to make sure that you register in your profile to receive direct deposits. We pay once a week, and the cutoff each week is Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. And that's for services that are completed by 11:59 p.m. It's not bookings, but something that's been completed by that time. Then on Friday, the funds are directly deposited into your account. So once a week we do these payments. Cutoff is Tuesday, 11:59. Payment is received on Friday. In addition, customers are asked if they would like to give you a tip. And if they do so, that will come to you as well. You'll receive 100% of the tip. Also, if you're required to collect GST, make sure that you get your GST number in your profile. And once again, just a reminder, you're not an employee, you're an independent contractor and responsible for all of your government payments. So income tax, GST, and CPP. So that's a lot about customer experience, but let me sum it up in one way: your commitment. When you accept a booking, you're entering into a service contract and you're committing to be reliable, to uphold our values, to embody the attributes of a Zen giver, complete the job exceptionally well, and make sure that the customer has a positive experience. So how does it work when providing services? Well, so you've accepted a job. Go in, map out a route, especially if you live in a busy part of town or you're going to be going somewhere that you're not familiar. Give yourself lots of time to get where you're going. Be prepared. Have everything you need to do the job. Arrive 5 minutes early, but don't arrive more than 5 minutes early. Some people really don't like that. When you're about to start, click on Start Job and greet the customer. If they're not there and they've given you a key or code, make sure you knock anyways. Once you're inside, scope the job out and make sure that you provide exceptional service. Once you're done, review the work. If the customer's there, explain to them what you've done. You may want to show them some things. Thank them for the opportunity to be of service and invite them to ask you back again. Finally, secure the home. If they're not there, make sure you secure it in the way that they've asked you to. And also stay until the end time. Even though you were 5 minutes early, make sure you stay until the very end. And once you're done, click on Job Complete. I want to spend just a couple of minutes here talking about what I hope will never happen to you or would be a very rare situation. And that is a cancellation, a rescheduling, or a late. If you need to cancel or reschedule, you must do so at least 24 hours prior in order to not get charged. If it's less than 24 hours, there will be a fee to cancel or reschedule. If it's 4 to 24 hours before the start time, it'll be $20. And if it's 0 to 4 hours before the start time, it'll be $50. Also, if you're going to be late, please let the customer know through the chat. And late arrivals are tracked in our system. Multiple late arrivals could result in suspension. Similarly, if a customer is going to cancel or reschedule, there's going to be a fee involved. If it's less than 4 hours before the start time, they'll be charged the full amount. If you actually get to the customer's house and they don't show up, you'll need to stay a half an hour in order to receive that payment of your proportionate share of the full amount. So they'll be charged the full amount. If they cancel or reschedule 4 to 24 hours before the start time, they'll be charged for 1 hour and you would receive your proportionate share of that as well. We also have a feature on our site for reviews and ratings. Customers expect quality service, and I'm sure that's part of the reason why you signed up for ZenGot. You want to give quality customer service. And it also serves as a measure of customer experience for us. We're a learning organization. We want people to be able to learn and improve where they can. And also we want people to be acknowledged when they do a really great job. So right now we have it set up so that the customers can review the Zen givers. Down the road, we'll be having it where the Zen givers can also review the customers. Our expectation is that you'll maintain an average 4.5 star rating out of 5. This average rating will be calculated after you've received 3 ratings. If your average rating falls below 4.0, you'll be notified and we'll offer some support. We want to get you back on track. Maybe it's just a few minor adjustments that need to be made. So we'll work with you to get you back on track if you'd like. If your rating falls below 3.7, you will be suspended from the platform. And if that's the case, it'll be up to you to get in touch with us if you'd like to remain on and work with us to get those problems remediated. And it'll be our prerogative whether we let you come back on or not. In addition, there is an appeals process for reviews and ratings. If you feel like someone has given you an unfair review or rating, please come to us and talk to us about it, and we can look at it and make some decisions. We also have different statuses for Zen givers. The first is a new Zen giver, and that's the role that you're in right now. Until you receive 3 ratings and we're able to do that average for you, you'll be classified as a new Zen giver. And also with our cleaners, they will need to have that first evaluation done as well. The next status is Zen giver, and they're paid for first booking 75%, and repeat customers, same Zen giver, 80%. This is the same rates that you'll get as a new Zen giver. It's just that your classification will be different. Also, if you choose, you may decide that you'd like to become a star Zen giver. This is where you provide at least 25 services in a quarter, and overall you have a 5-star rating 90% of the time. It also includes a 100% commitment level, so no inexplicable cancellations or no-shows. Star Zen givers are paid 80% for the first booking and 85% for repeat bookings with the same customer. They also get to have this star badge on their profile, which lets customers know that they are a star Zen giver. In addition, we may ask you to become a brand ambassador and trainer. These are expert service providers who enjoy teaching and supervision. They get paid for their first booking, 80%, and then a repeat booking with the same customer, 85%. Also, if we ask them to provide training, they'll get paid $25 an hour, and we have a number of other benefits for our brand ambassador and trainers as well. So that was a fast track orientation. I know we covered a lot there. As I mentioned, we'll have this up on the website if you need to go back and check anything out. Also, if you have any questions, please send an email to zengivers@zengot.com. Please don't hesitate, whether it's about anything in the orientation, anything in the future. We're here to help. We want you to succeed as a Zen giver, so we're going to do whatever we can. If you want us to give you a phone call, just send a quick note and just say, hey, you know what, I'd prefer to have a call. So we're here to help you. Again, make sure you stay till the end of the presentation and you get that pop-up that you've marked complete. But I want to just let you know some other things that you want to check out before you move on. What do you need to do next? Well, everybody watching this may have done part of their onboarding, and some may have done all of it, some may have just getting started. So the way to tell what you still need to do is to go to your profile page and go to the checklist. See if there's any steps that still need to be completed. So vetting, for example, and again, if you haven't started that, please do so as soon as you can. It can take a little bit of time. And also your profile page. Your profile page is a really great way to attract people to hire you or bring you on as a Zen giver. In addition, if you're providing cleaning services, you'll receive an email with the video demonstrations and how to complete the quiz. So look for that as well. Once your checklist is complete, you can provide services through the Zengot platform. Also, please follow us on our social media channels. I mentioned that we like to think of ourselves as being a little bit unconventional, so I think you'll find some of our postings to be really fun. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So I've got one more thing. I've got a little video I'd like to show you and just something, little thoughts to leave you with. So please make sure you stay right through here. And I want to go back to what I talked about in the very beginning about Zengot being in the freedom business. And we heard Catherine Goulet talk about why she founded Zengot, that she really wanted to give people that freedom. So for our customers to have that gift of time, and for our Zen givers to have the opportunity to run their own business. So just think for a moment, for you, what does it mean, freedom? To run your own business, to set your own hours, to set your own rates, to decide where you're going to work. Think about what that freedom looks like in your life. It is our wish, our hope, and our desire at ZenGot that through being a Zen giver, you'll be able to pursue all of the freedom that you so desire for yourself. And we really want to see you succeed. So with that, I'm just going to show you this short video and let you think about, what does freedom look like for me? Welcome to ZenGot. We are absolutely thrilled to have you on board. Thanks for joining us today.